Welcome, and thank you for taking the time to be here. I'm Reese, and my associate instructor is Ji. This presentation is designed for school and technical college leaders looking for programs that connect directly to real-world outcomes.
Thank you, Larry. I'm happy to be here to discuss our novel educational adaptive platform, the FAA Part 107 Pilot Certification Course, and what we're seeing in the industry. That drones are no longer emerging. They are already here and being used across multiple industries in practical ways. Another thing that is already here is the AI-enabled AprentisAi adaptive learning platform.
That's right, the adaptive learning platform is ready to bring students to mastery-level learning.
The drone industry is already structured and regulated. The FAA reports 837,513 total drones registered and 481,760 certificated remote pilots. And FAA forecasts show strong double-digit growth in the commercial drone sector, driven by expanding use across multiple industries. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, has forecast that the commercial drone fleet, drones operated in connection with a business, will reach 955,000 by 2027. That is over 100,000 more pilots needed.
Those are not hobby-only numbers. They show a regulated ecosystem. For administrators, the takeaway is that drones are already part of the economy. Schools can turn student curiosity and interest into credential-ready skills development.
This means participating schools are preparing students for opportunities in an existing system, and that creates a direct pathway to credential-ready knowledge. The next step is understanding how students move into that system, and that begins with the FAA Part 107 Pilot Certification Program. Drones are serious STEM tools. NASA offers student materials on the science behind quadcopters and small UAS safety. Students move from abstract learning to applied systems. And NSF-supported research on drone use in smart manufacturing education found that participants increased their understanding of coding and technical concepts, and thousands of students were reached through Train the Trainer Impact. AprentisAi Part 107 training gives schools a credential-connected reason to use drones as more than a classroom novelty.
Part 107 is the bridge between casual drone interest and usable professional skill. The FAA requires certified remote pilots when drones are used for work, business, education, or public safety. That makes Part 1-7 the gateway to real-world application. The AprentisAi Adaptive Part 107 course prepares students for that credential-level knowledge at a professional standard and makes those opportunities accessible as early as age 16.
It turns drone knowledge into regulated, usable skill and connects learning directly to real-world outcomes. The FAA defines the rules. AprentisAi teaches students how to apply them. And along the way, the course brings together science, history, mapping, and safety, so students move from abstract concepts into applied real-world capability. In agriculture, USDA research says drones can monitor crop water status, nutrition, yield and quality, soil mapping, weeds, insects, and pathogens.
This gives schools in rural and agricultural regions a direct workforce story. AprentisAi Part 107 can connect student interest in drones to precision farming, agronomy, crop consulting, and data-driven farm operations. In construction, drones provide a practical way to see more of the job site, document progress, and support safer decision-making. Industry reporting highlights hazard detection, progress tracking, and reduced cost or schedule risk.
The North Carolina Department of Transportation received an FAA waiver for remote BVLOS drone operations at construction sites and used drones to monitor progress reports. AprentisAi Part 107 gives students a foundation for these inspection and documentation pathways.
Infrastructure in energy, utilities, and industrial inspections are major commercial applications.
Drones inspect power lines, pipelines, wind turbines, solar farms, oil and gas infrastructure, bridges, and towers using visual, thermal, or LiDAR sensors. The school story is safety plus data. Students learn how regulated drone skills can keep workers out of hazardous areas and support predictive maintenance.
Real estate is one of the easiest examples for students and parents to understand. The National Association of Realtors, NAR, says drone images can show the roof, yard, neighborhood, and views from unique angles to make showings more exciting.
Fees for a drone shoot, editing, and delivery to the agent are from $150 to $600, depending on the size of the property and the location, and they usually take less than 2 hours on site. Since the market is still almost 50% open, what if a young entrepreneur gets one house per week? Or two? Or three? Assuming 3 per week for 48 weeks of work per year at an average of $200, that's $28,000 for part-time work.
That creates a direct line from Part 107 readiness to freelance or contract services like property media, roof documentation, and land overviews.
Only a drone can offer community views like this to show how near the property is to the ocean, for example.
Drone imagery provides perspectives not possible from the ground and at relatively low cost. Since adoption of these sales techniques is not complete, an opportunity is created for FAA-certified Part 107 pilots. Two more high-impact industries are media and communications. In media, drones expand perspective. They capture events, properties, and environments in ways ground cameras can't, improving storytelling, speed, and situational awareness.
The aerial views are incomparable in their impact and communication.
In insurance, drones improve safety and efficiency. They document damage, inspect hard-to-reach areas, and support faster, more accurate claims, all while keeping people out of hazardous conditions. In most of these applications, one truth remains constant: better data leads to better decisions. The same is true when using the AprentisAi adaptive learning system. For students, this means real-world skills in imaging, analysis, and communication, all built confidently on the foundation of safe, regulated operations through AprentisAi's adaptive learning platform to achieve mastery-level knowledge of Part 107 rules. Real futures, real jobs. AprentisAi. Drone technology is no longer a future concept. It is already creating real career opportunities across industries including construction, agriculture, media, inspection, conservation, and public safety.
AprentisAi Part 107 is designed to help schools turn student interest into career-connected learning. The program combines adaptive learning, FAA-aligned instruction, CTAE, CTI, NGSS standards, and practical skill development to prepare students for certification readiness and other professional pathways. The course may support NGSS-aligned STEM themes while state-adopted science standards, CTE or CTAE placement, course coding, credit allocation, and transcript treatment remain local and state decisions. You can see the broader workforce story. Students are not only learning about operating drones safely and legally, they are developing communication skills, technical literacy, data analysis abilities, team communications, and real-world problem-solving experience.
For schools and colleges, this creates measurable value. The program supports expected standards, strengthens community partnerships, and helps institutions align learning with high-demand industries. The key message is simple: drone education is not only about technology. It is about preparing learners for real futures, real jobs, and real impact in their communities, and introducing them to the many job opportunities in aviation-related industries. AprentisAi Part 107 provides the foundation that connects curiosity to certification readiness and certification readiness to opportunity. Drone skills are not only about paid work. The FAA describes first responder drones as tools that provide timely live video before units arrive. FEMA recognizes UAS for situational awareness, infrastructure monitoring, disaster relief, and emergency medical supply delivery.
For students, this is a powerful story. AprentisAi Part 107 can help prepare them for skills that serve employers and communities. Career and community impact is not a bad thing to have on their resume.
Conservation and research offer another strong administrator angle. The Nature Conservancy says drones help monitor, study, and safeguard ecosystems with unprecedented precision.
NOAA has described drones as a less invasive monitoring tool, and USGS describes UAS as increasingly popular in ecological research. This makes AprentisAi Part 107 relevant to environmental science, GIS, biology, land management, and sustainability programs.
Logistics and delivery are a major business application, including packages, groceries, and especially medical supplies. Companies such as Zipline, Wing, Amazon Prime Air, UPS Flight Forward, Flytrex, Walmart, and others are experimenting and scaling into different markets. However, for schools, we should not overpromise immediate delivery jobs everywhere. The safer message is that automation and delivery will require people who understand airspace, safety, weather, mission planning, and FAA rules. That starts with Part 107 readiness through AprentisAi. Delivery is one of the most promising job growth stories in the drone industry because scaling delivery operations will require both technology and highly trained people. Even when drone flights become more autonomous, companies will still need trained remote pilots to monitor missions, respond to alerts, manage exceptions, and maintain safety oversight. That creates an important hiring advantage for people who already hold an FAA Part 107 remote pilot certificate. These applicants bring a regulatory foundation with them and have the AprentisAi safety culture training, which can reduce onboarding time and training costs for delivery companies. As future Part 108 rules make BVLOS, beyond visual line of sight, operations more practical and affordable, drone delivery business models may become one of the fastest growing employment sectors in the drone industry.
The key point for students is simple. Earning a Part 107 certificate now through AprentisAi can help set them apart from other applicants later. Whether a student is applying for a job, internship, technical program, or college pathway, having an FAA Part 107 remote pilot certificate on a resume demonstrates initiative, technical knowledge, professionalism, and the ability to complete industry-recognized training. If Part 108 becomes law as the next step for expanded delivery operations, a Part 107 certificate holder may only need to add that qualification instead of starting from scratch. This is why AprentisAi Part 107 matters. It gives learners a credential-ready, mastery-level foundation today and a ready-built path to the delivery sector jobs and other opportunities that may emerge rapidly tomorrow.
The FAA's Aerospace Forecast describes unmanned aerial systems, UAS, as a sector with healthy growth and rapid diversification. After the students build the cognitive skills, the next step is application.
As we have discussed, industry use cases show where these job skills lead: agriculture, construction, real estate, logistics, energy, media, insurance, conservation, and more. For schools, this means the AprentisAi Part 107 course can support many programs instead of only aviation. The course is more than an elective pointing to one career option, but a gateway FAA credentialed foundation that supports multiple career pathways.
We understand administrators need to see implementation. AprentisAi can be positioned as a practical program solution, introduce drone learning, prepare students for Part 107 proficiency, connect the course to local industries, and grow into specialized pathways over time. The FAA UAS CTI. FAA's UAS College Training Initiative directory shows that UAS education already has a strong higher ed ecosystem, and AprentisAi helps schools participate in that movement with a clear aviation orientation.
Drones are already used in agriculture, construction, real estate, public safety, science, and classrooms. The opportunity belongs to learners who know how to operate safely, legally, and professionally. The AprentisAi Part 107 Adaptive Learning course helps schools turn student curiosity into certification readiness and connect that learning to careers and community impact.
Building on that, AprentisAi represents a new category of adaptive education technology, designed to prepare students for real-world careers in aviation and drone operations. The adaptive engine meets each student where they are, helping them progress at the right pace and ensuring no learner is left behind. The system remains aligned with FAA Part 107 requirements and industry expectations.
Integrated dashboards provide near real-time visibility for students, instructors, and administrators, making progress and outcomes data-based and measurable. Across industries like energy, media, logistics, and inspection, these skills are already in demand. Schools have the opportunity to build or expand meaningful aviation pathways without the need to hire professional aviation instructors. An investment here supports stronger students, stronger programs, and stronger schools. AprentisAi Adaptive Education. Real learning, real-world skills, and real jobs. Thank you for listening to us today. Please don't hesitate to contact us with any questions or to discuss next steps.